Have you ever wanted to know exactly when to plant each one of your vegetables in your fall garden and some of those late summer vegetables that you can reap the benefit of before your first frost? Well, today we're going to talk about exactly when to plant each type or each vegetable in your fall garden, the ones that we talked about on our previous video, and this works for any zone. First things first. Let's talk about the baseline, that starting point, which is your areas or your zone's first moderate freeze, which some people call a killing frost. That is anywhere from between 28 degrees Fahrenheit to 25 degrees Fahrenheit. From there, we are going to backtrack 12 to 14 weeks. Now, there's a lot to do in that 12 to 14 weeks before your first killing frost. It's 3 to 3.5 months before you've got to get in your late summer vegetables, like your late summer squashes or even your winter squashes like your butternuts, your acorns, honey bows, things of that nature. Get those in the ground and direct sow them. Additionally, you want to sow inside your majority of your cruciferous vegetables. Your broccolis, your cauliflowers, your Brussels sprouts. You need to get those going inside like we did this week. Additionally, if you are having an incredibly warm summer, you can also sow some additional cucumbers and snap beans at the end of the year, and 12 to 14 weeks before that first frost is perfect time. This is also a perfect time to plant your parsnips. Now, if you're a fan of parsnips, you know that they take an incredibly long time to come to maturity, and that is about 6 months from seed. So we're going to get ours in the ground here really quick next to our Swiss chard that's been here for 3 years. Okay, now comes that really important time for your fall garden. That is 10 to 12 weeks before your first frost. You've got a lot to do. In this period of time, you're going to take your seedlings that you've been growing inside, your cruciferous vegetables, your broccolis, cauliflowers, Brussels sprouts, etc., and you need to get those in the garden. Additionally, for seeds, you need to plant carrots and beets, some lettuces, peas, leeks, and a few other things. This is a crucial time to get all of those in your garden. 10 to 12 weeks, depending on where you live and how the weather's gone that year and how you're looking at, the almanac, if you do, maybe it's closer to the 12 weeks than the 10 weeks. But ton of work to do in this time. Hey, if you're worried about your carrots drying out because carrots need a lot of moisture to germinate or getting overheated in that hot sun leading up to your first frost, do not worry. I've got a great method for you using a couple of bricks and one other thing that I want to show you. But you got to stick around on the channel to find out what that is. I'll put that video out a couple of days after this one, but you got to subscribe and stick around here with us to find out. All right, now we're down to 8 to 10 weeks before your first killing frost, and it's a crucial time as well to plant more lettuce so you can succession harvest that lettuce. We're going to actually plant more later in the season also in the next period of time, which is the next 2-week period. Additionally, great time for spinach. And this is the time to get your pak choy and or bok choy and your Chinese cabbages in the ground. Now we move to that 6 to 8 week period before your first killing frost, and you can plant even more spinach now. Spinach loves the cold, and this is a perfect time to do it. 2 months to start getting that really heavy growth, and you're going to keep continuing to plant that spinach just like the lettuce to succession harvest it. Additionally, you can plant more lettuce, but more than likely you're going to have to put it in a cold frame because that frost will move up really quickly on you, and it'll nip that spinach pretty good if it's not in that cold frame. Now, last but not least, we're going to plant the last things in our garden for the year, and that's garlic and shallots. Now, garlic takes a long time to mature, about 9 months, so you need to get that in the ground, but it needs to be warm so that it can establish itself a little bit before that cool weather comes in. And that's it. So I always draw out and put dates on my garden plan. Each bed is drawn out and exactly what's going to go there, and that helps me a lot. So I'd recommend doing that. It's really, really helpful. Just a quick, simple sketch line drawing is all you need. Well, there you go, everyone. We hope this information was helpful. Just go and find what your first frost date is in your zone and count back the requisite number of weeks that we talked about for each vegetable type for your fall garden, and you're going to have a perfect fall garden. Don't forget to start those veggies indoors that need to be started indoors. You can direct sow everything, but it's a little bit more difficult in the fall, remember. But there's some things that are perfect direct sown in the fall. Anyway, have a great day. We want you to be here on a permanent basis, so we want you to subscribe. Make sure you do that. We want you to like the video, share it on social media, share it with your friends because it helps out our channel a lot. Thank you. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week on the next video.